Yeah, hey, we're Goldnecks.
I'm Chris.
I'm Dave. We're Goldnecks. We've been together for like more than 10 years.
Yeah, we've played music together since maybe the mid to late 90s, but that was sort of like pre-history of the band.
Yeah.
Whereas like we started playing together in this format probably around 2003.
Yeah.
But we put out a zine called Golden Axe Zine before that. We put out maybe 4 issues and we had like a whole bunch of random like noise junk on there as well.
Yeah.
Stuff like we recorded in Beach Haven.
Yeah, so we were a noise band for like the first 5 years.
Yeah, and now we're a snazzy pop band.
Yeah. And there was the brief period where we were like a sort of a meth band maybe.
Well, yeah.
We had a
drummer.
live drummer.
Yeah. We'll do what the drummer would tell us to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we've had loads and loads of incarnations.
Yeah.
And many more to come, I'm sure. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're really enjoying the snazzy pop side, trying to be as catchy and as as tight, while still being as
Ready for stuff to break down at any minute.
yeah, as free as possible, as we can possibly make it, right?
Yeah, that's kind of funny because the way we described it makes it sound like we've been really inconsistent, whereas I kind of think it was sounded pretty similar for the last like 7 or 8 years as well.
Using the same techniques and exploring the same ideas.
Yeah, totally.
Consistently the whole time, I think.
It's been a lot of
that's how it feels.
A lot of exploration. So, Fantasy Footwork. We hadn't really put out album, like a collection of songs that we called an album since maybe 2006 with Party Lambos. So it was kind of like, we spent quite a while working on it, trying to sort of shine it up and make it as a kind of like a real definitive like, hi, here we are, this is the kind of stuff that we do. And it's like, it's got a mix of pretty snappy pop songs, but also kind of cosmic jam outs and collages of improvised stuff as well. But I think it's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long were you recording it?
Maybe over the last 1.5 to 2 years. But it's got stuff that we've been playing for maybe the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of our vision of a pop album. And it started out with the intention of being a pop album. And then that was the starting point, and then it sort of drifted in its own direction, became its own world of sound.
Yeah. What else? The idea of the artist, like being more in control these days. Do you think that's like, is that something that really makes sense?
Like with home recording and Cult of the Producer, where like the producer is sort of almost telling the pop stars what to do, but in a kind of interesting way.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's got something to do with the loss of control that the labels are finding recently. Like sales are down.
Like maybe
we're not selling CDs anymore.
Maybe the reason that there's been a lot of good, interesting pop music is that it's kind of the last line of defense for the music industry, whereas like in an act of desperation, they're trying to make something that's actually good and seeing if that will work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But I reckon there's lots of really great pop music that's coming out. I think it's really interesting. I think that the guys who did the Son of the Overground stuff really did a great job of making people aware that now or in the last few years was a really interesting time for pop music. And
for a while, pop music was like a dirty phrase, right? It was a dirty word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because maybe that was because
it was
just so like
there was a period
genuine.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's probably different for everyone, no matter,
depending
on when you're growing up. But for me, stuff in the late 90s, pop music wise, I found really unimaginative and not very exciting. Whereas it does seem to be that there's some exciting, imaginative stuff being produced at the moment, and that's really cool.
Right.
Remixing.
Well, yeah. Like we've always been like interested in developing the sound, right? And developing in like recording techniques and things, and it's just an extension of that.
Yeah. As we learned how to record digital gear, it was like you initially figure out how to record your own stuff, and then it's like, what would it be like to play around somebody else's?
Right.
And like with that Thought Creature song, like it was a really great song, and it was really, I knew it could hold up to like a lot of playing around with it.
Yep.
And it was really great to sort of climb inside of it and then see how other people do their kind of thing.
Yeah, like a learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to do more remixes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely keen to do lots of remixes. I think we're going to do one for Evolution.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're definitely doing one for 47 Dalmatians as well.
Who else? I think we've got a little list.
But also, the new thing is getting other people to remix us as well.
Right.
Yeah. We just got one from Leno Lovecraft, just gave us one the other day. And Thought Creature's going to do a remix for us in exchange for the one that we did for them a couple of years ago.
Disaster Radio's working on.
Was he?
Will be working on one? Yeah, absolutely.
Great. I didn't know about that.
Yep. They had me last night.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just like expanding. I guess we're kind of quite curious about what we're capable of doing, and it's fun injecting your own sounds into somebody else's context.
Yeah. Hey, wow, this album is totally rad. Boy, I've had a great time at this interview. Buy it on tape or cassette at our shows coming up. See you.